Hi everyone, my name is Liesel and welcome to our movie recaps. Today, I will tell you a film entitled Unlocked starring Chun Woo-ji, Chun Woo-hee, Im Si-won, and Kim Hee-won. Spoilers ahead, please watch out. It's released on Netflix for streaming on February 17, 2023. The film has an awesome plot twist and thrilling vibes. Also, it will make you wonder as to what can really our phones with bad people around do, and what are the worst cases it can do to us just as how and what it does good. The film starts with a young adult marketer, Lee Nami, rushing her day with all the stuff she does with her phone. She is quite popular in social media and works part-time at her father's cafe, Cafe Mitzi. One day, Lee Nami, tired of the whole day's work, accidentally drops her phone on the floor while taking a bus home. Rushing to get off the bus upon realizing she's on her street, she left the phone. The phone was then picked up by a mysterious man. Nami's best friend called and the mysterious guy answered using fake voice app to answer so that his voice won't be discovered. The mysterious guy is named Oh Jun-yang, tried to unlock the phone but he couldn't, so he smashed the phone to the edge of the table and instructed Nami to pick up her phone at a repair shop. He does this so he can get access to her password, and under the pretense of fixing her broken phone screen, he installs spyware on her phone while Nami was sitting on the bench waiting for her phone to be repaired. Nami unexpectedly walks around and does everything with her phone. Every action, conversation and texts are monitored by Jun-yang. Every time Nami shops, talks, walks, sleeps, posts something, texts and calls, as long as she is using her phone and her camera can get a hold of her, Jun-yang knows. Jun-yang, knowing that Nami likes plumade, he went to Cafe Mitzi and orders it. Nami's dad is quite suspicious as he only serves plumade to Nami and never to the customers. But Jun-yang insists that he's a regular customer and he tasted the plumade last summer. Nami serves him the plumade and shuts her father for suspecting of Jun-yang. Still, her dad warns her about Jun-yang as he seems to be a weirdo and a stalker. Nami expresses curiosity about Jun-yang as they seem to have a lot in common. Later on that day, Nami's best friend came and asks for a sleepover since she's in trouble with her mom, which Nami agrees. The next morning, Nami got so panicked as her alarm didn't ring and it's already 11 o'clock, she's late for work. As she rides on a taxi, she opens her social media app and there she found out that she got bombarded with hatred from all of her fans. Apparently, she allegedly disclosed the secret recipe of her boss' special project and that she's the only one who got salary raise. This bursts an outrage to her boss, co-workers, and to her fans. Devastated, Nami was then thrown off the streets, with nothing in her as she got fired. Her best friend came and consoled her. They tried to figure things out as they suspect that someone had hacked her phone. Nami's dad informed her that their shop will be closed for the day as he is taking a vacation somewhere. They stayed at the closed cafe and called for Jun-yang, whom they know is good with smartphones. Jun-yang came and told them that there is a spyware in her phone and that it knows everything she does through her camera. Jun-yang also secretly told Nami that the spyware cannot just be there out of nowhere and that someone close to her installed it, disabled her alarm and did all those uploads in her social media. This made Nami suspects that her best friend was the one who did it. She confronted her best friend and out of disbelief, her best friend abandoned her too. Ultimately, Jun-yang succeeds in isolating Nami from everyone important in her life. Meanwhile, Detective Woo Ji-man, Jun-yang's father, investigates a murder case involving a dead body that was found on a remote mountain. There, he finds clues that points to his son Woo Jun-yang as the possible perpetrator. This pains him as it's his son. He left his son and his mom for years and now he is solving a case that his son might be the perpetrator. His friend cops urging him disclose things to the public, but he said that he is to capture his own son. 7 additional bodies are found, which points to Jun-yang, who keeps the smartphones of his victims, the latest one, Eun Mi-jaeyoung, who authority believed had run away. Jun-yang continued to spy on Nami. Hearing from the conversation of Nami and her dad, Jun-yang takes the action. He kidnapped Nami's father and warned him that nothing will happen to Nami as long as she will not suspect her, unlike him. However, Nami realized that, if the phone has a spyware and it wasn't her best friend, then it could be the man who repaired her phone. She went to the shop and as to her surprise, she saw Detective Woo Ji-man and his men. Nami and the police plotted to entrap Jun-yang. Nami invited Jun-yang to her house as her laptop is broken. The police kept an eye on the street and they seized Jun-yang approaching. But when the man faced them, it was not Jun-yang. The guy walked back Nami after seeing everything. She invited the cops and begins to plan another move. For the meantime, Nami is then asked to secure herself to her father's apartment. When she arrived there, she saw her dad sleeping and she did not bother him. Junyang texted him that he knows Nami is using another phone. Nami scared, she called Junyang. However, she hears the phone ringing upstairs, so she ran quickly calling her dad, but she soon finds Junyang hiding behind the sofa, mocking her. She confronted him, and Junyang said he needs to go to the toilet. Nami, after waiting for a few minutes and waiting to attack him the time he goes out, got curious as to why Junyang does not come out. When she opened the toilet, she sees her dad hands tied and mouth bounded. She cries and begs Junyang. He asks her to send a message to the cops reassuring them that everything is okay, tied herself and gets into the tub with her dad. Detective Wu Jiman, receiving the texts of Nami, realized something was off and they immediately swerved the car and went back to Nami. Junyang started to drown Nami and her dad in the tub. After seeing Nami and her dad are not moving anymore, Junyang went to the living room and sits down there like he owns the house. He then picks up the crumpled paper Nami thrown on the floor earlier while attempting to call for help. As he reads the note, he panics as Nami and the police have agreed that there are no texts and only calls in their conversation. Junyang then sees the cops outside the house and tries to escape, but it's too late. He got beaten and begs them to stop. Nami and her dad are rescued. Nami, getting lost of all the events, picked up a gun. Junyang continues to tricks the police and later on laughed at them, confessing that he messed with them as he is not the real Junyang. The police leader, real Junyang's dad, searched the place and they found out that the real Junyang has died. Nami gets close to Junyang, who's covered with blood, shoots him. Nami ended Junyang. A while later, police and ambulance arrived in the area. Nami and her dad were taken to the hospital. We are then shifted to the scene sometime later that Nami and her dad's cafe is booming. Nami, her dad and her best friend are happily serving the customers and that many fans outside are trying to get hold of Nami for interviews and taking pictures. And that is the end of the movie entitled Unlocked. The movie left me with wet palms from the thrill and suspense it shown all throughout the movie. Though the movie had me confused who is the real man behind Junyang's imposter, it makes me realize how important it is to take care of our privacy. And that, to never let anyone just infiltrate important matters from us. As they always say, what they know, they can't ruin. That's all for today's recap, and thank you so much for bonding with me. Always remember, treat and do all things with moderation. Have a great day everyone. See you in the next movie recap. Take care.